fuck the Oscars, you know? Fuck the Oscars! Fuck you! I'll tell you! And there's like...
About Hideo Kojima, the creator of Metal Gear Solid, and tonight's industry icon.
We are most powerful when we come together, united by our common love for the art form.
Best action adventure game. So, for the best action adventure game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving, the nominees are Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Ghost of Tsushima, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and The Last of Us Part Dos. Whew. Wow.
So we're getting into the big AAA category here. This is the first category,
Big category. Big category.
Yeah. Now, when we talk about this category, Josh, let's keep that description in mind. So this is for the best action adventure game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. So as you're making your choice here and as we're going through them, think about that. Because that's, in my opinion, what it should be based on. Okay?
Okay.
So go ahead and go through them. Let's do it.
Okay, so the first one is Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
I have not played it.
Right. I played maybe 3 hours of it so far. Not a ton because there was a lot of issues with screen tearing and stuff on the Series X, which made it very hard to play. Looks great, but there was just so much fucking screen tearing. It was abysmal. Now they have since patched it, which is great. It is now fixed. Now it runs really, really well, apparently.
And this is John Carpenter's game of the year.
Yeah. Well.
For what it's worth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I think it's a great game. I think it is not only a breath of fresh air in the franchise, it is also a return to what I like about the franchise. There's more focus on the overall plot that they have since left for a while. And I think it is a good game in the franchise, which I think has turned into utter shit.
I think the beginning of what you just said was literally John Carpenter's tweet about the game. I just want to point that out.
He's right. I mean, and listen, I haven't played an Assassin's Creed game since Assassin's Creed 3. Haven't done it. Don't want to. No interest. I think they're all shit, garbage, and they should be thrown in the trash and set on fire. So,
fair enough.
Ghosts of Tsushima.
Yeah, this is one that I never finished. I got pretty far though, and I have it installed on my PS5 now. It's going to be the next one after Bug Snacks that I finish. So,
Ghosts of Tsushima. Wow. That is as close to perfect as the game can get.
It's beautiful. I have issues with it.
Gorgeous. I have issues with it too. But the game is gorgeous. I love it. It is so unique. And it does so many... It removes all the cumbersome barriers to an open world game and ingrains them into the flow of the world. It is the wind. It's such a beautiful game, and I love it.
I'm with you. I mean, listen, I haven't beaten it, but from what I've played, it's a very beautiful game, and you could tell that these guys. I feel like I'm saying this for all of them, but you can tell that these guys really cared about what they were making, and not only that, but they cared about the source material they were referencing with this game, with Japanese samurai cinema and whatnot. Yeah, this game is really fucking cool and really badass, actually.
Yeah. Miles.
Both of us beat this game. Both of us platinum this game. Great
game.
Great game. I think, personally, I think that the first game was stronger in terms of what it had to do and, things you could do in that game. This game does have some flaws. The traversal is fun as fuck, as it, as it was. I think that playing as Miles, you have these new capabilities in combat that you didn't have playing as Peter. And I think that really helped the game a lot. I had a lot more fun in combat playing as Miles than I did as Peter. And I had a lot more fun stealthing as Miles than I did as Peter because of the new powers. But I think overall, I think the first Spider-Man game was a lot stronger. And if we're talking about like the category description here, I think that, combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving, I don't really think the puzzle solving element fits here. But the traversal and combat are great. So
I think Miles is a great game. My only issue with it is I think the New Game Plus experience is terrible.
yeah.
Platinuming the game didn't feel fun to me. It felt like a slog, and even with how short the game is, they clearly did not put a lot of focus into how it was going to be on a second playthrough. The unskippable cutscenes, the cumbersome things that you had to do again, really hurt the New Game Plus experience, and I didn't want to play the game again. Because of those things. And I think that's a problem and my largest issue with it.
I agree. That is definitely the biggest issue. However, I don't think that takes away from, like, I wouldn't knock this game on a review score because of that, because New Game Plus isn't like part of the integral experience of the game, in my opinion, and nor is platinuming the game. Once the credits roll, I think that's what you should judge it on. But I also don't know if that has any, like, with the description of the category here, I don't even know if that would matter anyway.
Yeah, no. I agree. It's just that was, yeah,
for sure.
Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Nope,
I didn't play.
I didn't play it either. I played the first one.
I know
but
it's great. I heard it's great. I know it had some issues with performance when it first launched, but it has since been fixed. Yeah, like frame rate issues and
I did not know that
and things like that. Yeah, but apparently it runs great now, and I know it's a fantastic game. Great studio. Moon Studios has done an excellent job with those games, but I can't speak anymore to it. Another game that we both beat, Brett, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah. This game is very good, and it's very fun, and it's very fucking annoying. And I had a lot of problems with traversal in this game. It really fucking triggered me and really pissed me off, and I would even stop playing. I would stop playing the game at times because of how annoyed I would get with dying from falling into something I shouldn't have fell into, or just simply falling into an abyss. But it's the best Star Wars game, in my opinion. So
my opinion as well. I agree with you. I didn't have any performance issues like you did personally. I did have issues with traversal and it not being super intuitive, or not being like you would jump right at something that you're supposed to go to and just fall.
Yeah.
There was some not polish with some of that traversal stuff, which was very annoying.
yeah,
But from a story perspective, from a combat perspective, it is the best Star Wars game that we've ever had.
yeah.
And the story specifically, I mean, this game made me fucking skeet as a Star Wars fan.
Yep.
Okay? It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
And Josh, with the category description, combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving, I think this game's got the puzzle solving. I think this game's got the combat. And in my opinion, the only thing that was hurting it is the traversal. However, when the traversal works and it's not buggy, like I experienced, it's fucking awesome.
I agree.
Running on walls, grabbing ropes, it's fun.
Right. It's something that Respawn's known for.
Yep.
So,
that's right.
yeah, I agree. And the last one, which I don't even know why it's in this category, to be honest with you, but is The Last of Us Part 2, a game we also both beat. Did you platinum it yet, actually, or no?
No, I have no interest in platinuming it.
Okay. Yes, I platinumed it. It's a good game. The Last of Us Part 2 made me feel things that video games have not made me feel ever before.
Yeah. I think that this game gets a lot of shit, and listen, if you're coming here and watching this thinking we're going to shit on this game, you're in the wrong spot. We both really like this game a lot. It doesn't deserve the hate that it gets, and I do agree with you, though, that it doesn't really fit in this category and with the description that they gave. looking at the game at face value, it is an action adventure game, but the combat isn't anything to write home about. It's actually maybe even a little annoying at times.
Just third person shooter.
Yeah. Traversal, you're not doing anything kind of crazy. Probably the most interesting traversal is like a quick time event. You're crossing something and you have to push a quick time event. Puzzle solving.
It does have puzzle solving.
It does.
It does have puzzle solving.
Yeah. So yeah.
But yeah, I think I have more to say about that game, but I'm going to wait until we get to a later category and we'll talk about the actual game itself.
Okay.
So your choice, Brett, out of all these, what do you got?
So my choice is the game that fits the description the best, and that is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah. I concur with you 100%. I think, and even though I love Ghost of Tsushima, I love Spider-Man, Ghost of Tsushima does not have a ton of... It's not as intuitive with having the traversal and puzzle solving stuff completely ingrained. While there are a lot of it there, most of it's for collectibles or out of the way stuff. I think for me, why I would argue Jedi Fallen Order over it, even though I think Ghost of Tsushima is a better game. I think Jedi Fallen Order fits the category better because it has the Metroidvania stuff with it. So it has the puzzle solving and the traversal and the combat ingrained into the progression of the story.
Yep.
Whereas Ghost of Tsushima does a lot of things great. I don't think it necessarily hits on that specific description the most. Again, I don't think Star Wars is a better game than Ghost of Tsushima or Spider-Man, but I think based off of this category specifically, I would agree with you that my choice would be Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah, and I think that the game that will win is Ghost of Tsushima.
I agree.
And that's okay. I'm fine with that.
I absolutely agree with you 100%. I concur.
All right. Moving on. So, best action game. So this is for the best game in the action genre. No shit. Focused primarily on combat. So we just talked about action adventure. This is specifically action.
Yep.
So in my opinion, the last one should have just been adventure game, but whatever. So the nominees are Doom Eternal, Hades, Half-Life Alyx, Neo 2, and Streets of Rage 4. I gotta be honest with you, Josh. I've not beaten any of these titles, and I've played one.
Okay.
And that is Doom Eternal. So let's start off with that. Dude, Doom fucking just fucks hard. Like, I don't know how else to say it. That game just slaps. It is so fucking fun. It's literally a direct continuation of... If you like the original Doom or 2016 Doom, you're going to like Doom Eternal. They give you more... tools and weapons to play around with. And they also kind of just expect you to, like, know what you're doing in Doom Eternal. Like, they're like, come on, man, you've been here before. Come on now. Yeah. You know what I mean?
There's nothing to explain.
Yeah, they're like, let's fucking go. Get in there. Start killing shit. So, I'm just going to say now, like, this is the one that I want to win. And I don't know if it's the one that will win, but it's the one I want to win because it's the only one I've played.
Yeah. So I just beat Doom Eternal the other day.
Did you? I didn't know you beat it.
I did beat it. I beat it.
Oh, he's sucking it off.
The end of that game is so fucking slick, dude. I can't believe it. It has such a fun fucking boss fight and is such a fucking rock cock hard ending, dude. That game is so fucking good. That game literally is the hardest fucking thing. Like, there's no game that has ever been made that fucks harder than that game.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, it has the largest dick and fucks so fucking hard. I can't express that enough. I don't even know how else to describe it, except that it literally fucks hard.
Dude, that's what I texted you guys. I got my Series X, I loaded it up, and I was like, I don't know what else to say. This game just fucks hard, dude.
It knows exactly what it is. It doesn't mince words. It doesn't give a shit about anything else. Grab a gun and go kill some fucking demons. Yeah. That's it. That's the game. That's it.
Soundtrack's phenomenal. It's not. Awesome. I don't think it's Mick Gordon 100%, but they still did a great job with the soundtrack.
Yeah, it's awesome. My only problem with Doom Eternal, which I know you probably have not gotten far enough into it to maybe experience it, is it has a lot of traversal and platforming elements in it, actually. So it's interesting. This kind of probably could have fit into the action adventure category too, because it has.
I know what you're talking
platforming and
about.
traversal and puzzle elements.
There's parts where you have to jump and grab onto a wall. There's a grapple
Yeah.
hook now.
Yeah, and while I personally could have done without them, I actually think they were really smooth. And whereas, Jedi Fallen Order was frustrating sometimes with that stuff, Doom I felt like was super precise with the platforming and the traversal stuff. I never got mad about it. They had puzzle solving ingrained into there. And while I could have done without it, I don't think it took away from the game. And I also think that, it was because it's like 2016, they just basically made the same game. You're just killing demons. You go to area, you kill demons, you move on to the next area.
Yep.
So I think it adds kind of a fresh new element to it while also keeping the same formula that works.
Yeah.
So yeah. I didn't play any of the other games. I know people love Neo 2. I know people love Half-Life Alyx. I know people literally pull Hades' pants down and suck the fuck off.
Dude, I've wanted to play this game since it was an Epic Game Store exclusive, announced as like a beta or whatever.
Yeah.
I've wanted to play this game for so long, and I think I'm gonna probably during this Christmas break, I'll probably download it and give it a shot.
Yeah.
It looks so
Isn't
good.
there co-op? Isn't there co-op in it?
I don't know. It's made by Supergiant Games, and
Right.
they've made
Yeah.
games like Transistor and Bastion, and primarily never like a co-op experience. I don't know if this one has co-op or not, but if so,
Okay. Yeah. Bastion is a beautiful game. Great game. Supergiant is a fantastic studio.
yeah.
And I really want to play Hades very badly.
Me too.
So, because I cannot speak to the rest of the games, my personal choice, like you, would be Doom Eternal. However, I think that Hades could win this category. And I think if I'm looking at the other nominees for Game of the Year, which Hades also is, I think it's more likely to win this category and probably should win this category versus the overall Game of the Year, which we'll talk about when we get there. So my personal choice, Doom Eternal. I think Hades could win the actual category.
I think you're right, and I also want to give some love to Half-Life Alyx because that game did get great reviews when it came out, and people did suck it off.
Yeah.
Only thing is, it is a VR game, and I think that it has a good chance of winning Best VR. So.